Kingdom, and Scared Money was able to win on CTF Fathom to actually take the entire series right there. So that was a 3-1 victory in favor of Scared Money. Magnanimous taking game number 1, Empire Strongholds, 134 over Saints. So that must be an interesting match. I want to get over there. Oh, actually, hold on. This just in. Magnanimous able to beat Saints in game number 2 on Regret Slayer, 50-45. So now that's a 2-0 lead in favor of Magnanimous. And you guys know at home, I promise you, I am a fan of growing and getting better throughout the elimination bracket. I think it's definitely possible. So Magnanimous, you know, the fact that Spartan said it, he said he hadn't played the game in 2 to 3 months. Pops in for a tournament. This is his first time playing, so they can't expect them to get it going throughout the winners bracket. So get knocked down to elimination early and just dominate. That's what you're seeing right now. But now we're looking at Flourishly, the student scholar athlete, I believe he calls himself, formerly of Destasic Gaming, or Destasic Gaming, excuse me, ends up getting taken out by Bohm. Rami able to take out Eli Elite. Name going back at Bohm, so back and forward action, and somehow Barry Allen, the slowest man in Halo, able to get the overshield. Fleur is able to take out Nemesis right there, so that's a beautiful kill. And while taking blue, but he takes a nade, somehow gets a good, beautiful nade of his own, and goes back at Eli Elite. So, mind you, I believe this actually is. I believe Garrett probably said earlier that this is a rematch for what happened in the winners bracket, to my knowledge. Where I believe Swish's team ended up losing possibly to this exact team led by Flourishly. So this is very exciting. We're seeing a little bit of a rematch here. Flourishly doing a great job of holding down tower, holding down that 50 point. His teammates are collapsing into that blue base. They're about to finish off the trip cap here. So beautiful plays coming out of this red team squad, aka Scared Money over Cobra Kai. Flourishly getting taken down once again by Nemesis. Beautiful plays by him. Formerly teaming with Ryanoob and Rain. Destroyed as well. Beautiful plays coming in. Dame able to take out Nemesis. Rami goes at Bomex. Barge takes out Eli Elite. That's 3 down for the enemy team, and they're going right after Pit, while simultaneously Barge is getting tower control. 10 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, and all control in favor of Scared Money. Who says Scared Money don't make no money? I didn't say that. I wouldn't. Because they're playing lights out right now. It's name able to take out Eli Elite with a beautiful plasma grenade. Flourishly able to oh my gosh, able to take that red base, so another trip cap in favor of Scared Money. But just I say that, luckily Cobra Kai able to take out that blue bed right there. So 32-3 lead in favor of Scared Money, and this is where it matters. This is where icing up it counts, because powers are coming up. Flourishly gets taken out. Eli Elite's gonna have a perfect position to take this camouflage here, watching the dead screen, and there we go. He was just able to get that at 48. Flourishly trying to fly after Overshield. They can't lose Overshield and Camo, so Flourishly going to go in for the dive, and the grab ends up getting it. That's beautiful plays by Flourishly. Somehow gets away with that one, puts a couple of shots in, going to stay alive here, and that's what Flourishly does. He has a cracked out screen. It's hard for me to keep up. Puts shots, stay alive, doesn't commit to any 1 or 2 pivs. He just plays good fundamental Halo. This is the kind of player you want on your team. Kind of like how Maniac was back in the day, playing on 10 sensitivity and whatnot. It was crazy. It really was. First, he's taking Pit right now. Over on top, Pit, he has a player flying at him. Wins the piv against Nemesis, but gonna get taken out by Eli Elite, the young man out of Atlanta. Gonna stay on board here with Flourishly off of spawn as Barry Allen able to take out Bards. Flourishly has not. I feel like Flourishly has spent 80% of the game in an actual hill. Like, forget setting up, and he's going after hills one after another. The 23-year-old, 23 years young, Ivan Ortega Nugan. I probably butchered that one. Has been playing competitive Halo all the way since 2017, and was able to place top 16 in 2018 alongside Crossfade, Blaine Doctor, and its name, who is his current, I believe his current teammate. Flourishly able to take out Nemesis right there. That was beautiful shots. Eli Elite going back at its name, so his teammate's going to go down. I don't know. He was trying to bounce that nade off of the floor, but looks like it hit like a little crease right there. Bounce back at him. Rami going at Swish Fires, able to take him out. 8 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. There should be some power-ups coming up fairly soon. Bard's able to take out Nemesis on screen, 58-18. So we're watching right now as Ivan's going absolutely cracked out, putting shots on everybody, staying alive, being annoying as possible, and it's converting to points. It's not just him individually staying alive. It's him putting in that work that's allowing his team to push up, be sneaky, and ultimately get those captures. 65-18 lead, and his first 100 points take the win. And he gets an overshield as well, so God bless. Things are not looking good if you're a fan of Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Hey, Tony, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Looks like Cobra Kai just struggling at the moment. Unexpected. The Scared Money squad, man. They want their revenge. You can definitely tell they were not a fan of what happened in the winners bracket, and they're coming out strong, man. I'm really impressed by what I've seen thus far.
I'm impressed as well. Name doing some good work, taking out Boom, and another big kill. Dude, Flourish is bullying Nemesis. It ain't right. And he gets the double kill on Eli Elite right there. This man's out of control. He's a bully. That ain't right. That's cyberbullying. It's on the internet. That's cyberbullying right there.
Yeah, they're just so close to getting it done, man. That's just a dominant performance. And it's so hard to keep your mental straight after you lose a game like that, right? And it's like, man, it really is so hard. I think someone only got 2 kills that game, dude. Like, oof. Okay, what are we? Okay, so we're just watching. We're replaying the last minute of this match, just seeing it from some different perspectives. What happened towards the end? Ooh, Rami, man, using that. I love that DMR camo play right there. But yeah, Rami, great addition. It's great to see him on a team just doing well this tournament and getting a little bit of revenge.
Oh yeah, Rami's been all over the scene. Like he's definitely made a name for himself in Halo 5. Has actually gotten away with taking home $28,000 in prize money coming from tournaments, both online and LAN.
Oh man, oh look at Rami, dude. He's just patrolling. You see him just like going side to side. He just has that entire tower lane unlocked, and that's just they just spawn locked him for probably like a full minute and a half, 2 minutes with how they played that last bit. And he's just going off with the DMR. He hasn't switched. He hasn't done anything. He just did it all with that DMR over at top tower. That's absolutely incredible.
Wow, that's tough. 3 players, yeah, finishing in the single digits for that blue team squad, including Swish, only able to put up 2 kills. Like when the other team is just flying at you, putting shots, staying alive, making you uncomfortable, not getting averaged. It's tough. It really is tough, and you saw it right there. You saw it, 3 players in single-digit kills, and they're going to get a win. Luckily, we're going into Slayer. It's going to be a lot different. Empire Stronghold, like I said, I've said it many times, you cannot be the team with less firepower and win on Empire Strongholds. It's not going to happen. It's simply not going to happen. You have to be the better team. You have to be the better slaying team in specific, but now Slayer and Regret, a little bit different. You can go down. You can change momentum. You can get the flanks. You can do what you need to do in order to be successful. And we're going to see if Swish and friends can bounce back.
Yeah, and what that really tells me is Swish had 2 kills. I think we might be seeing Swish's internet, classic Swish internet, right? Where his internet just stays a crap. Because that's really unexpected for Swish to drop so little kills in this match. You know, you can definitely tell that this means a lot to everyone. We'll see if he can bounce back though. Regret Slayer, we saw Swish drop 8. I think it went 18-9 last time we saw him play on this map. So we'll see if he can do the same. That being said, last time they played this map on stream, they did lose, even though Swish had an incredible stat line. It didn't look great for them in general. I think they lost by 10 kills still. So it definitely, there's definitely some improvements to be made for this Cobra Kai squad. They need to figure it out here and now. Reverse sweeping twice would just be too much.
You know what's weird? I just noticed. I think I could be getting the teams mixed up, but I think Rami is actually playing against Nemesis. They're actually playing against each other. Where in the 2018 Halo World Champion, it was Rami, Destroyed, Nemesis, and Musa that actually ended up getting top 8 and securing $20,000 as an entire team. They split $20,000 by getting top 8 in the Halo World Championship 2018, and I think they're playing against each other. That's weird. I don't like
back in
that.
the straight ripping days, man. The straight ripping roster. What a great roster. I love that straight ripping roster. That was a fun one to watch. Yeah, and like it's cool how these players have like kind of gone on their own ways, found new talent, and just are trying to build themselves back into the scene. You know, everyone kind of took a little bit of a break after 2018, and they've come back, and they're starting to, you know, give some love to the new guys, try to find a team that could potentially take them all the way. And you know, I'm sure these two just, you know, they got top 8 at Worlds with each other. They have to love each other, and it's always fun to have that moment where you can play each other for some high stakes in a tournament.
Always definitely play. You know, I say it all the time. You know, you gotta play with friendly wagers with friends, or you know, you gotta play something on the line. You can't keep going into matchmaking and consistently losing and not getting any consequence, because it's gonna make you numb to losing, or even worse, it's gonna make you a sore loser. You know. And so I think you need to play with a little something on the line. You know, play a little friendly wager with your friends. Not to be money. It can be, you know, like me and Garrett, we bet like stakes. You know, whatnot.
I think that's the best way to bet, bro. Stakes are the best bets.
24 case of water, you know, diet packs, whatever it is that you got. But put a little friendly wager on it, so it's like, you know what? If I lose this, there's a little something else on the line right here. And that's how you practice moments, those game 5 icing moments, is by continuously putting yourself in those situations. Like, well, when it went to game 5 on LAN, you know, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm sure you guys seen the video. It was Fluriously that stands up and yells student gamer athlete after winning a big game 5 alongside Crossfade. Crossfade stands up, he goes, you're an online kid, you're so much better online. And it's the funniest video ever. I believe Divine Damsel was the one who actually took the video on that. That was actually against Swish.
What a classic moment, man. I always forget about that video. It just comes back up on Twitter occasionally. Just a funny one. There should be, someone needs to make a montage or whatever, you know, a compilation of the best like LAN moments. Like I want to see Gandhi on the stage like throwing the toilet paper out, calling everyone crap and shit. So
there's trash talk montages out there. They're really good. Most of them are old before Halo 5, but they're really good. They're really good. You get a lot of Gandhi moments.
But that's like the classic ones, man. It's like we don't get that kind of trash talk anymore.
You don't. They look at me. I remember Gandhi just yelling at T2, look at me, Tom, look at me, Tom, look at me, look at and then T2 ended up winning that game 5. I think they reverse swept right there, and then he just goes right back. He's like, hey Gandhi, look at me, you suck. It was the great. Oh my gosh, I missed the trash talk. I really do.
Back in like remember that Call of Duty one with the what it was, the Parasites team or whatever. The zip them up.
So many good moments.
Yeah.
Gandhi versus Walshy. We have 25 seconds of uncontested time in the hill. Get your team together, Walshy. Get your team together.
Yeah. So much good smack talk, especially with Walshy just walking around with the Needlers asking for T-squared. Oh, that's one of the best ones. But here we go. We're starting off the game. We have the Observer in. Thank you for 99 once again getting himself in this game. It's going to be great to watch. But the player that we said popped off last time we saw Regret, Swish, got a bit of a rough first game. He's going to be able to get this overshield and put it to work, as he's going to find, can he find that one player underneath? That player able to stay alive for now. Eli Elite eventually comes and cleans it up. And this is a really great start for this Cobra Kai squad.
Beautiful kill by Swish 5 is able to clean up Rami right there, so 7-1 lead in favor of Cobra Kai. But somehow Scared Money actually has top control. They have control of top car, control of top mid. Swish 5 goes down thanks to Bards. Bards, one of the hardest kills in the game. He just plays good fundamental Halo. Him and Swish both. They both just play really good fundamentals.
All right, and Tony, we actually have a player, a new caster coming in. I've been casting for like 5.5 hours, I think. So I'm gonna see if Taylor is available. We got the man that works behind the scenes so often. Oh, never mind. I thought we were ready to transition. My fault, boys. Well, I'm gonna stay in because I really do like this match. I was gonna watch it anyway. Might as well talk over it, right, Tony? Nemesis on the bottom car. It's so interesting how players like that has been adopted more often now, where players will go car one, the bottom car to opposite bottom car, and just make quick flanks that way, and it pays off for Nemesis as he finds Rami unsuspecting with a perfect 5 shot.
Ooh. Nemesis going down thanks to fluency right there, 14-8 lead in favor of this blue team squad. Plasma pistol in the hands of Barry, the poor man sniper rifle, as my man Tools Cast would say. Love that.
I'm dubbing it, bro. That needs to be in the common zeitgeist come the end. That really, I really hope it is, because it really is the poor man sniper rifle. It is a sniper, especially on Halo 5.
Oh, it definitely is. I agree. Cross map, curving bullets like it's wanted. It's insane. 16-11 lead in favor of Cobra Kai. Beautiful melee coming from Eli Elite. And is it like an overshield? He's fighting for it. Yeah, he's fighting. He might get away with that overshield, unless I missed. Unless it got burned.
No, name burned it. Name burned it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Name burned it, unfortunately. But it was still just a great start from Swish and crew, and they've just really been able to maintain this lead, 7-kill lead. But we saw this in the previous series, right? No lead is safe on Regret. It takes a 1-4 down and get yourself in a bad spot, and then you can just be put on cycle after cycle. But so far, Eli Elite and then the rest of them doing a great job on Cobra Kai to make sure that they just maintain their lead.
And we're gonna find out if they can do it, because they're playing Slayer very well. I believe they. I might be incorrect. I believe they might have lost game number 1 for the Strongholds, but they're playing very good on game number 2 here on board here with Nemesis, who's over here just holding down P side, getting the flank off. Oh, but he gets caught in the back. Shots being put down. That's gonna be Rami gonna be rewarded. You know, that's duo on duo crime right there. That ain't right.
That definitely is not right. Bomex gets the help for Eli Elite, and they're going to be able to find a trade, and that's all they really need to do at this point. Just if you play trade for trade, you're going to be fine. Just make sure you don't give up a 3 or 4 down and give up this top position if you are Cobra Kai. That's going to be what's so important. And I say that they don't even care. They just take him 3 down. Bards is by himself. He has to go into car 1. There's no way he's escaping this one alive. He just misses a sticky on Bomex. Bomex re-challenges, eventually finds that kill. Bards had no option right there. He gets taken down. It's a 10-kill lead for Cobra Kai.
They're playing lights out right now, about to tie up the series. Swish 5 ends up taking name right there, so that's 2 down for Scared Money. They have top mid control. Plasma pistol in the hands of Bomex. Look at that. They're collapsing on all sides, car side, P side, window side. They're collapsing on red. Eli ends up taking out that player. Bards gets a beautiful 5-shot kill. That's a piv on Swish, but he's gonna get taken now. Not gonna happen. Overshield should be coming up, and it's looking like it's all Cobra Kai. Eli ends up getting away with that one.
Yeah, and they should know that there's a noob combo down over there. They didn't opt to pick it up, but the other team's spawning on the other side of the map, so it should not matter. Eli Elite with this overshot. I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive with it. He's kind of just letting players push through. He eventually does find Rami in the back, and now he's pushing through, finding shots on everyone. They're not going to stay alive as Nemesis comes in, gets the help, and they're just collapsing on these players underneath the base. It's safe to say this game is just done, or I don't see any way that Scared Money get back into this game.
I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to disagree with you? Nah, you're definitely right. It's 40-25 in favor of Cobra Kai. They've been controlling top, mid, top, P, top car. They've been controlling the entire map. It's crazy. Eli Lee put some good shots in, got to back down right there. 6 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Boom! Getting a big kill on its name. Boom is teamed with a lot of top heavy hitters. He's teamed alongside Nemesis and Rami in the past. He's definitely had his fair share of good plays. I believe it was more when the assault rifles were popular, but he still has a nasty pistol shot.
Absolutely filthy. Nemesis using that VR to try to get some damage down. It always cracks me up whenever I see a player with a BR in the hands. But he's not even changing to his carbine. I'd rather use a carbine. Yeah, that's why you don't use a BR, folks. That right there,
oh, God.
Rami should not be alive. The BR caused that. Now 343, it's a shame that they're not updating this game anymore, because the BR, that's the greatest travesty. I mean, that BR was it was way OP on the beginning of the game, but that updated BR, it's just garbage.
Yeah, every gun that's on a map should have its place. So the DMR for long range, the carbine as well, long range, and the multi-shot. The BR is just kind of like, okay, well, if you run out of ammo and can't reload, you can whip out this really slow rifle.
The only thing I really like the BR for is like up close, get 2 shots in and beat down, like BXRing.
But that's spread. Even sometimes not every one of 3 shots hit, and it's like, no.
I feel like if you crouch, you have to aim lower on the body. Like, you have to aim that gun as if you're like not gonna get a kill with a headshot. Furiously, he's gonna have the burger of the day. 3 and 12, going quadruple negative, unfortunately for him. Once again, Eli Elite though, 14 and 9, and everyone just doing their job over on the side of Cobra Kai. That's a great way to respond after a pretty abysmal game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame Furiously though. I think the whole team didn't clutch up. Maybe it's a situation where this blue team roster, Cobra Kai, happens to be the better slaying team. Eli Lee dropping 14 kills, only dying 9 times, 7 assists. Nemesis throwing up another 14 as well. He only died 6 times, even threw up 5 assists. Bone dropping 13 assists as well. You know, it's very easy to point out that Furiously only dropped 3 kills, but let's say he dropped 10 that game. They still lose. They still lose by 10.
They still lose by 10. Tell me that you're not lying. They still lose by 10. Oh man, that's a crazy stat. I mean, that game was just, you know, sometimes you'll see the swings where it's one team then the next and the other, like we did with the winners final. This game, it was just completely Cobra Kai start to finish. There really wasn't a moment where Scared Money looked like they were gonna make the comeback.
Scared Money don't make no money. Simple as that. Cobra Kai able to take that win right there. So now we're tied up at 1 apiece right now. Both Scared Money and Cobra Kai have 1 on the board. We're gonna go into another objective. But yeah, it depends though. If it's CTF for strongholds, okay, I'll give the advantage to Scared Money. Sure, you have Flourish on your team who's so objective oriented, and that's all. I mean, like that's how he wins his games. I'll give it to you on CTF for strongholds. But if it's oddball, I don't know. I'm gonna say Cobra Kai. I don't know.
It's just a tough one, right? I just feel like both these teams have displayed moments where it's like, yeah, the other team doesn't stand a chance. Like in game 1, it did not look like Cobra Kai was like gonna even win a game. And then you go into game 2 and it's like, okay, well, Scared Money's just completely lost now and like there's no shot. So it really does just feel like I just want to see a close game, right? We just haven't seen a close one. I want to see these teams like really just go back and forth at it. I don't want to see blowouts in every game. Maybe that'll change in our 3rd game. Do you know what our 3rd game is, Tony?
You know what? We just found out. It ain't Strongholds on Coliseum. It's gonna be CTF on Coliseum. Let's go.
Well, I love Coliseum flag, and man, I'm trying to think of who I would give the edge to, and I want to give the edge to Rami. Like, I think Rami's going to be that X Factor player. But at the same, I'm going to say Rami. If Rami pops off, they're going to win this game because Rami does a great job at controlling whatever side he decides to go to. He plays very patiently, and he knows how to get behind players. So if Rami plays the way that I expect Rami to play, I think I give them the edge. But this might be the game that we've been waiting for, Tony, where we see it be a very close one as a super slide from Swish comes out at the start, and I don't think that player saw him underneath. No,
he definitely did not. And Swish Fly is going to win that melee battle on Furiously, and that's 2 down. So now Swish getting the first pull. Now we're going to see if they can watch these cutoffs, if he can get it over. Quickly goes over towards Snipe's side. We're going to switch the gears over towards Bars, who's going out the window. Eli Lee getting the big kill. Swish still running that flag. It's gotten over the 30, the 20, the 10, and touchdown Swish Fives.
Yeah, I don't know why I ever doubted Swish Fives, bro. I'm never gonna do that again. I forgot that we saw last time we saw him on Coliseum flag. He absolutely performed out of his mind, and then he also ran like 2/3 of the flags for his team to get in. He did a wonderful job of doing that quick overextend that we see KCP do all the time. Got that first flag cap in within the minute. It might have been within even 45 seconds. As that was just incredible. But there we go. Once again, though, this Cobra Kai squad, they're just pushed forward. They just know how to get into this base. Rami's trying to go back and take care of this player at the elbow. Not quite sure where he's at. And this is just buying time for this Cobra Kai squad to push up. But as that's happening, Scared Money is running this flag over on the Snipe side. Swish is going to be able to kill Bards. Nemesis on Furiously. Rami takes down Swish at the last second, but we're seeing the counter pull come through the trenches, and Rami needs to stay alive with the sniper rifle to kill the flag carrier.
He's definitely going to headshot him right there, taking out Nemesis. Goes in for another body shot, ends up going after Eli Elite. That player's going to back down towards Blue Sniper. Does he know? Rami's flying at him, going for the touch, and gets the kill. But that flag and Sniper are just sitting over an S2 for anybody to go and grab.
That just felt so, that felt so big energy. of Rami right there to get up there up close and personal with the flag. But unfortunately, it's just not in the greatest spot for this team to run it. I mean, Bomax is just able to get kill after kill. They're able to get the flag out all the way. So now they're putting in pressure, and Swish is going to be able to go with his crew and try to stop this flag from getting any further. They're just putting down damage after damage. They're not quite able to get on that re, but they are just outslaying the ever living hell out of Scared Money right now.
They really are. They're putting in that absolute work. And 3 down goes Scared Money. And they hopped on the recover. It's almost there. It's going to auto recover. I think yep. And that's another cap in favor of Cobra Kai. They're playing absolutely fantastic. Swish opened up with a super slide from elbow to elbow. His team ended up getting a double slay. He gets a cap. Right there, that was a hard-fought battle. Another cap. Bomax gets the rocket. Another pull. Only 1 player left. He's going to go down. That's 4 down. That's not the game. That's not the game.
That's an incredible play from Bomax. No shot. But Bomax, that was an incredible play for him to be just so aware of the rockets. Like, he was in the base and no one knew he was there. He could have just pulled out the flag. He opts to get the pick first, and because he did that, it just let his teammates just melt the other players, and then he was able to pull the flag, and there was no shot whatsoever of that Scared Money roster to catch up. And they're going to be able to get that easy peasy. What they're averaging a flag cap a minute, dude. What a game from Swish 5 and the crew. Nemesis dropping 12-3 that game. And, I'm never doubting Swish 5s ever again.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. 3 minutes and 8 seconds is all that was needed for this team to make quick work of their red team squad. Boom. Eli Elite, Swish 5s, and Nemesis looking very good in that one. Now we're going to see what they can do it in another objective, because if they put one more win on the board, that's it. That's series, and Fluency and friends are going home.
Absolutely. Tony, I have the honor of bringing in my replacement for the rest of this series. I've been casting for a minute, and he couldn't be joined by anyone better. He's part of the LVT crew. He's usually in the back, so you usually guys don't get to see his face or hear his voice, but he does so much for us. He really gets all our stats. He does everything for us. Just wait for him to unmute in the Discord. But his name's Taylor. He goes by Snow. So most of you guys probably don't know who he is yet, but get to know him because he's so talented at casting. I wish we had him on the mic more.
Yo, Garrett, thank you so much for that intro. Tony, glad to be here with you as always. I'm excited to watch some Halo, be on the mic here a little bit. Man, you guys, you make me tear up a little bit. I love doing all this stuff with you guys. I can't wait to keep diving in here, give you a bit of a break. You've been crushing it so far, and yeah, we've seen some awesome games so far tonight. I've been sort of scouring all the streams that the players have been streaming and watching some of their gameplay, giving you guys the updates, how this tournament is going. And could not have asked, I think, for a better start to the HCS Pro Series here in Season 3.
Mr. Snow, the man who drops probably about 99% of the stats that come across the board, that come across to us as casters. The man, one of the best analytical minds in the business, alongside Garrett, Shyway, and some of the best. He's absolutely incredible. He actually was the one who coined the phrase "respect crouching."
Yeah, thank you for that. I think it's just here in the Halo community, in the gaming community in general, there's always a bit of toxicity going around. And I think, that's okay in a sense. We just have to bring a good light to it. It's all in good fun. We're all here to play some Halo. We're all here to watch some awesome competition as we get into our next game very momentarily. Tony, who are we watching here? Can you give me a little bit of rundown of what we've seen so far? I've been a little distracted lately.
And we got Scared Money, because Scared Money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, I'm going to take your money. Versus Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai actually winning 2-1 in this series. Actually, and what's interesting is this is actually a rematch from the winner's bracket. I believe Cobra Kai ended up reverse sweeping and winning in Game 5 to knock Scared Money into the elimination bracket. And now they're meeting once again. This time they have a 2-1 series lead. It's Bards furiously. It's Name and Rami going against Bomax, Eli Elite, Nemesis, and Swish 5s. And so far, actually this time it's Scared Money opening up with a big little ball grab here. Bars in a nice little kill. 3 down momentarily with Cobra Kai. So they're playing lights out. They're playing like they know that their tournament life is on the line here, Tay-Tay.
Yeah, man, that was quite a quick grab there by Rami, grabbing that ball. Of course, now we see a double kill coming in from Eli as blue team really collapses in on them. They sort of separated from the map briefly. Now, of course, on with Eli has that overshield and sniper rifle as he's going to hit that shot, finish off that player. Going to try and hit this next shot, but no, Rami's going to take him out. 12-5 right now. Yeah, I mean, this is a good start to this game right here.
12-6 lead in favor of this red team squad, but it ain't just about the slays. You gotta hold the ball. You gotta put points on the board here, and my gosh, but Nemesis with the sniper, absolutely insane. He's gonna drop a beautiful double kill. 3 down goes Scared Money. Now we're gonna see some good points going in favor of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and they're really favoring this blue side over here as Nemesis is going to back down. He's going to wait for this player very patiently, not sure exactly where he is. So you can see there, just holding on. Looks like they do have the ball position right now, and this is exactly what you want to see is this kind of setup, right, where he's just sort of like holding down this angle. His teammates are taking things out left and right. There's a couple more players down. That's, again, another 3 down, 4 down there. These guys go on a killing spree, and they're going to extend their lead just a little bit further this time. Now Nemesis taking control of the ball, allowing his teammates to get some more kills.
40-12 lead in favor of Cobra Kai right now. They're actually putting some good points on the board. And Scared Money has been getting some good slays in moments, but they're not turning those slays into points. Those seconds aren't turning to minutes, if you will. 9 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock, so there should be an overshield coming up. Boom X is well aware of that, so he, along with the ball player, going to rotate over towards Turbine. Can they win these pivotal battles and get away with that overshield?
Oh. Beautiful there, grenade. Nice shots by Swish as well. They're going to totally burn that. Again, another 3 players down for Scared Money, though Flursley is going to get away with this ball momentarily. Again, rotating back to blue base. He's going to crouch, and this is, yeah, he's being spotted out by this blue herb. He's got some help there. Really nice grenade. Not sure exactly why that didn't do more damage than it did, but here we go. This could be a nice little setup here for Red Team to kind of get back in this game. I mean, they're not down by too far. One thing I love about Oddball is that it is a game to 150. And so even if you do, you know, your enemy goes on a little bit of a run, you have an opportunity. You just got to get the right slays, the right time, and then have a good there setup. As we see, again, this blue team going into blue pace, really favoring this side. And what a little jump there to sort of get away from the action and pick up some more ball time.
You never got to be elusive when you have the ball in hand. 2 down goes Scared Money. 3 blue players ahead of its name. He checks his back, checks his right, checks his left, but doesn't check center. And he's going to get melee taken down. And 3 down goes Scared Money. That's going to allow more good points when he put in favor of Cobra Kai. And mind you guys, this is elimination game in favor of this blue team. If they win one more game, they're taking the series. And Eli Lee has just gotten away with the sniper rifle. So 8 shots for him.
I mean, looking good, though. Of course, he's going to be taken out just momentarily as Red Team sort of flooding there. But, of course, you can see there that ball carrier rotating back through security as Bard's trying to take a good angle. He's going to clean him up, make sure he can't get any more kills as a couple more members come in. He's going to grab that ball and rotate back through into security as we move back onto with Elite with that sniper rifle, just trying to hold this angle, preventing Red Team from taking the position, which it seems that everybody really wants to take here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, nobody want to hold down this blue, hold down the blue plat, hold down tower, and just stay above the map. When you're sitting up top, you can kind of look down on your opponent, and that's going to be the strategy they're playing right now. However, you know, these are veteran players here, Taylor. So, oh, God. And that's a veteran shot right there. Eli Lee able to knock the dome off of its name. He'll always remember Eli's name.
I mean, to be fair, he was sitting kind of still, but still, that quick little snap, you know, it's like, oh, are you on mouse and keyboard? No, this is still on controller here with the Xbox. But man, just like you said, that pro shots, being able to hit your shots exactly as they do. It looks like we have players rotating again outside this time. We on board with Rami. A little bit in a precarious situation as Bomb gets a nice little double there off screen, and this is going to put Red Team again at the disadvantage. I feel like every time we've seen it's just like Blue Team has this nice setup, and Red is sort of consistently down a couple players.
Switching gears over towards the 18-year-old out of Ohio, the young man Bards Barry Allen, which, not to be confused with the Flash, because he's not the fastest player in the game. Not by a long shot, but he plays good fundamental Halo, has a good shot, has a knack for staying alive, which is just a recipe of success for the player. You don't have to be the fastest player in Halo to ultimately be the best, and Bard shows that as he puts some good shots across 2 different players, stays alive, gets the ball out of harm's way. I couldn't have said it better myself, as he's now putting some good, in terms of bad situation, it's a good points on the board here.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by him, right? Playing it, like you said, very patiently, getting the kills, putting down the shots that he needed to do, and this time, right, they're playing the ball exactly when they need to. But I look at this here. It seems as like Blue is right on top of it, 136. They really only need a couple more seconds to really close out this game, and I think this is going to be it, Tony. I don't know if there's too much that the Scared Money team can do at this point unless they play damn near perfectly, and that's very challenging in a game of oddball. Is, well, if there's an opportunity to have it, it's with Bards with this sniper rifle.
Not for long, though, because Bohm makes him go boom with those nades. Which, by the way, Bohm is an acronym, sort of. The B and the O stand for Best Online. AM stands for Amateur. And not that's going to matter much. Cobra Kai getting the win, 150-67 in oddball. They close out the series. Bohm and friends, 15 kills come out of Best Online Amateur. And wow, I mean, they did it twice. They did it in the winner's bracket. They knocked this team down to the lower elimination bracket earlier. Then they come back at them, and this was Bards, Flurcy, Rami, and its name's chance to come back at them. Rami and Nemesis have a little bit of their old school duos. That would have been fun to watch one of them win. Swish Fives was previously yelled at by Flurcy on land, so you know he wanted to win that one. I mean, if someone just stands up and just yells at you on land after a big Game 5 win, you know that sits in your head. You know he was fighting for something right there, and they end up winning twice in this tournament. 2 times.
Yeah. Tough one there. I mean, taking a look at these stats, you know, it really, you know, the kills, right? I think they just got outslayed in this one. Outslayed, out-assisted a little bit there. Bohm with the big 15, but obviously, you know, the assists from Swish there, and likewise everybody above 10, and yeah, I mean, that's, you know, we saw there's just, you know, a really beautiful setup in blue base for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, you know, just not too much that the consistency of Bards and their play could do against that dominating squad. So they're moving on, and we're really getting quite close to our grand finals here. Where are we at in this tournament?
Well, right now, watching some of the highlights of that action-packed game, game number 4, which was the elimination final game, and Nemesis with the sniper rifle was absolutely disgusting. You're not allowed to do stuff like that. These guys have family Nemesis, and you need to think about that. Eli Lee coming in with the body shot right there, just making plays across the board. You know, Cobra Kai, even the time when Scared Money had the ball, it still felt like it was only a matter of time before this blue team was going to come at him as Eli Lee plants that headshot on him. It was beautiful. But it felt like it was only a matter of time before Cobra Kai was going to come in and take them out. So Cobra Kai end up taking out Scared Money, who don't make no money. Now we're going to see Cobra Kai going up magnanimous. And this is the perfect storyline, because to me it's like, okay, so, you know, practice beats skill when skill don't practice. And magnanimous is obviously heavy hitters across the board. They're, on paper, they are the better team. However, they haven't been playing Halo 5. Sparring didn't touch the game for 2 to 3 months. Ryan Noob and Rain were longer than that. Yeah, what are you going to do? The guys that they're playing against, Cobra Kai, they're grinders. They want this. They're here. They've been practicing. They've been scrimming. They've been they've been playing money 8s, money 2s. This is the matchup right here. I want to know if practice beats perfect. What do you think, Tay Tay?
Hey, I think that you're correct. I mean, this is I've been watching Spartan's POV pretty much through the course of the evening, and like, yeah, he's been on fire, but their last one, even against the Saints, they did take it 3-0, but they definitely didn't take it in full swing. I think the CTF game went 3-2. One of the Slayer games was very close. So, you know, I you know, think that they're a little bit, I don't want to say rusty, but as you said, just haven't been on that grind the way this Cobra Kai team has been. I'll say they're rusty. You'll say it. Yeah.
But play the game.
I mean, hey, that's what they're here to do now, right? They're playing it now, and so that's you know, and they've made it this far, right? I'm not sure how they got back into the who knocked them down into the losers bracket finals. But this is what the Open is all about, right? Like, so many teams showed up to play today, and so everyone gets a chance to prove. And these guys coming back to the seat, coming back to Halo 5, and I love to see it. You know, this is such a wonderful game. I mean, people, you know, the many video games are good, but Halo, I really think, has a special place in all of our hearts, both as a competitive game, but also for the lore of it as well, right? I mean, it's just, you know, we're super soldiers here, training for battle in the galactic system, and here you go as we do that against one another, as teammates and as competitors, and it's awesome, especially now to see some of these new guys come into play and some of the old ones come back.
And I'm glad to see the old ones come back. And again, guys, I apologize. Now you got to realize that this squad right here, Magnanimous, this is one of my favorite squads. I've met King Nick personally. I've played poker against Ryan Noob and Rain. Spartan grew up in Jersey, which along with King Nick as well. So we all grew up in the same state. I love this squad. I love this makeup, and I want to see them be successful. And the fact that, you know, the fact that there's so much. This is a top 4 team when practiced. This is a team that should have a major sponsor. You know, when KCP was looking for a team, they picked up Soul Snipe and Friends. It definitely could have been this one. It could have been. There's so many sponsors that went out there and were picking up teams, and I'm so shocked that Sparty, King Nick, Rain, and Ryan don't have a sponsored home right now. It's crazy to me. So I wanted to see them do well here. I want to see them do well in Halo 3 because I know they're going to be playing Halo 3 as well. I want them to just continuously show that they are dominant and they're one of the best teams in the league and they belong in being sponsored. It's a shame that they're not. It is a shame to me.
Hey, you know, I mean, I think this is it's just the story that so many people have, right? That's, you know, hey, you know, we want to be recognized, and this is their opportunity to do it. They're coming to the table. They've proven themselves so far, you know, crushing their way through this lower bracket. I mean, they've been playing all night. I mean, all these guys have, right, so far that are still in this. As you guys have mentioned before, now we're kind of at the cream of the crop, right? These are all the top tier teams here for this open series, and yeah, this is everybody's chance to say, hey, we're here to play, we're here to be serious. And in the sort of, you know, I'm new to the competitive Halo scene in general, right? And you guys have much deeper knowledge of all the players and the teams and the history and how it's all go, who has the good potential. But, you know, in being a part of these conversations and seeing them, you know, behind the scenes and on stream, it's quite remarkable how many people really show up to play. And it's awesome. I can't wait to dive into this next series here.
And you're not going to have to wait much longer. We're going on Truth. It's going to be CTF on board here with Sparty McFly, who's trying to get that camouflage. Ends up getting it away with. It's uncontested. Notice he just sat there for a second just to throw them off. So they have no idea where Tyler is. They have no clue.
No, and his teammates are dying all around him. He is eventually cleaned up there, though, and so that's a nice plays by the Cobra Kai squad. Doing that as now we jump on board with Rain. Everybody fighting for top P position. You're going to put in these really good shots here. All players still alive right now. A couple now go down for Cobra Kai as now they take this control. Of course, there's going to be a couple players. I like this a little bit, sort of putting the pressure, forcing them to come back and play a little defense. So we see still Rain being smart here, keeping this high ground position as they are going to run a flag, but they're going to run into some opposition here. And so this is going to be a really interesting plays as they're going to put the first one in the board, really just like keeping that high ground and really keeping control throughout that engagement. And that just goes to show you really from this Magnanimous squad, just, you know, how regimented and how much they fundamentally understand this game.
Yes, and the one thing I'm excited to watch, I'm excited to watch Ryan Noob and Swish go at each other. They're both very intelligent people and players. They're just in general, they're both very confident, even borderline cocky, because they know how smart they are. They know how good and naturally in gaming as well. Watch it. I'm telling you, these two on the poker table, you can cut the tension with a butter knife when they're playing against each other. Ryan Noob able to move that flag across the 50% portion of the map. It's already a 1-0 lead in favor of Magnanimous. And it looks like maybe a 2-0 lead. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful plays. Man, you're saying like there's the tension that you can cut the knife with, but really Magnanimous just kind of like running all over them in the beginning of this game. Just everybody keeping those high ground position, putting in all the shots, really forcing Cobra Kai really where they won't want to be. And on a map like Truth, right, it's so small and it's so bare bones, I guess, is something to say, as we see King get a nice double there. He's going to put in good shots. No one there to clean up that player just yet. But yeah, I mean, this is sort of like when I think of Halo, I think of this map because I think it really demonstrates just your fundamental understanding of spawns, your fundamental understanding of like how to run a flag, especially. And yeah, we're really seeing that today. Of course, now, all right, this is Cobra Kai's chance. You know, Elite gets this camo, and now he's going to start to make a run. A couple members, they're dead from Magnanimous. He's putting in some good shots. He's going to make this run under P, and we'll see what happens.
Doing a great job of being patient because he doesn't want to waste that camouflage, and it ends up working out for him. Bohm gets the double kill right there. He took very little to no damage. Running the flag with camouflage is always risky, but when you do it like that, that's perfect. 2-1 lead, still in favor of Magnanimous. But I would say a little bit of momentum now in favor of Cobra Kai. They played that very well, and they're not skipping a beat. Eli Elite still using a little bit less than the little last bit of that camouflage to take down King Nick and try to stay alive in Blue Basement, just being a nuisance, the Atlanta native Eli.
Yeah, that was awesome to see. I'm curious, you know, now does that actually put them in an advantage to make another pull? It doesn't quite look like that, as Rain's going to get a double kill. Looks like they're going to force them back just a little bit. But yeah, I love to see that play. It's sort of like almost uncharacteristic, you know. I'm not exactly sure how that worked out so well, but yeah, I think that camo, the way he played that camo just made it work so well. No one knew exactly where it was, couldn't quite hit him, and the sort of the juggling of the flag was quite unique.